What is the tallest country on every continent? This, of course, means what is the country with the tallest people. So, starting off, we have North America. North America includes the Caribbean, Central America, and obviously US and Canada, and soon to include Greenland. Thanks, Trump. There's a couple things that go into a country being on average tall. There's nutrition, there's genetics. And those are the two things. So who has the best nutrition here? Probably Canada, if I had to guess. Though there could be some argument made for like the Dominican Republic. There's probably some like ridiculously tall nation in the Caribbean, but I don't think I'm gonna get it by guessing. So I'm gonna say Canada because that's where my logic led me. Dominica, that was actually the one that I was gonna guess. They're on average 5'11". That's great, that's pretty tall. Next up we have South America. Up here, around the equator, people not that tall. Peruvian people also not that tall. Bolivian people not that tall. So for that reason, I'm just gonna go with the remaining. There's two here, right? There's either Argentina or Uruguay, and I think I'm gonna go with Uruguay because the population is smaller, so there's less outliers bringing things down. Brazil, 5'9". All right, Brazil, I see you. All right, next up, we've got Asia. Asia, huh? The biggest continent in the world and also the most confusing for me. Actually, no, that's this one right here. I actually have a really good guess here. It's either Russia or South Korea. South Korea famously had a revolution in height. Their nutrition improved greatly over a very short period of time, and they went from like 5'5" on average to like 5'11" on average. So I'm gonna lock in South Korea. Oh, 5'9.3. Let's go. Next up, we have Oceania. What's up with Oceania? It is basically the islands over here plus Australia and New Zealand. So my guess here, Samoa, famously tall people. The Polynesians are just gigantic. New Zealand, what do you mean? I guess there's a lot of Polynesian people there too. Next up, we have Africa, the most confusing nation for me because I don't really know that much about it. Maybe South Africa because they have a lot of Danish people down there, right? Senegal. Okay. Yeah, 5'9.5", sure. And finally, we have Europe, probably the tallest continent in general, I think, especially Northern Europe. I think it's probably between like Sweden, Norway, Finland, maybe Denmark. Something in my heart and soul and deep in my loins is telling me to go with Sweden. And so I'm going to follow my loins and lock in Sweden. Netherlands.